with UNICEF. That again, this signing of MOU, as I've already given you the detail in just few words, and you can comprehend that what I actually said, because you must have seen that. All of us see it with naked eyes, that what is around us. Ladies and gentlemen, this will be a very uphill task, a very challenging task. It is a very complex position which we are taking. You know, the safe cities which we are talking of, you need to have not just LDA, not just RUDA, not just a body of engineers, those who will be translating these dreams into reality. You need to have a private sector, a robust private sector. A private sector which housing is, in my concern, for few have-nots. You can have some housing projects as the government is doing, but doing it in a very different mode through the banks. Bank of Punjab is doing it, the federal government now, they've also come into this program, providing housing, those who need finances. That's a separate story and a separate arrangement. But housing will grow, as I've seen, every country has their indigenous models, and in my model, the housing has grown with the private sector. The private sector has done some wonderful things. We can see that. So I would be just putting my 2 cents into it, that there should be an inclusivity of these development authorities and the private sector, along with those, as Engineer Saab rightly said, he made the most pertinent statement here, because, ladies and gentlemen, I can see today what Punjab is doing. Punjab is showing its appetite. Its leadership is showing its appetite that we want to have a certain standard of sustainable development goals. We want to achieve those goals. Punjab is investing in that. Investing money and time is the main thing. We are doing it. Our government is doing it. They are doing it in volumes. You can find it. You can walk into any rural part, not just let's talk of the Lahore city. You can walk into any rural town and you can find that the goals which we have committed ourselves to achieve by 2030, there's a huge investment in that. Infrastructural investment, investment in social reforms, investment in changing the way of life, investment in bringing out of school children to the school, giving health to those who were just left at the mercy of quackery for years and years. Now Punjab is doing miracles, and I must give full credit to the worthy Chief Minister of Punjab for her wonderful work. And ladies and gentlemen, this is not just one day thing which could be done. This is to be done gradually. I was in an interaction a few days back at Punjab Assembly. There were members of the civil society, and I heard a very good argument from a student of a university. And it just opened my thought process that universality of a program, if you bring in a program which is universal in its nature. Now, if you're talking of Lahore city to be a safe city, it is not those posh areas we are talking. The universality, the generality of this concept for the whole Lahore will make it beautiful, will make it more worthy of being noticed. If it would have been for a certain part where the children of elite go, or where the posh areas are, I might have taken it with a pinch of salt then. So Mian Sahab, with all good luck to you. I pray that few good things will be done. There's these boys, they just became, boys and girls just became our teachers for a while. They said we need playgrounds. Yes, you do need playgrounds. You need footpaths to walk. Yes, you do. Those horns of TT and PP, what a way that young boy just said that. It was very, it impacted. Honestly, it impacted. And I experienced that traffic almost every day. And our way of life on road is that give me the way, I am in hurry and I have to reach somewhere. And that is our way of life. Now, can the government just alone do it? Or this boys' wake-up call for us to just amend our whatever we are doing on the road. Thank you for these young children for just giving this wake-up call to the elders. And I must, for the sign language, it is very right that these programs on TV, there must be sign language, and I believe that these people needs to be communicated, and I do have a medium in assembly that we can communicate with them, and I will request them that these sign languages should be there. The way the national anthem was sung with the sign languages, it was beautiful. It was heart-touching. And again, I would say that we in Punjab Assembly have the sign languages now. Every proceeding of our house is shown with that sign languages. And we do have caucuses, as Sarah just mentioned. Caucuses for disabled children and caucus for the children, along with many other caucuses. They are doing wonderful work. They are helping our legislators to form their opinion that what type of legislation should come. It is one of the endeavors of these caucuses that we have recently passed a bill restraining the child from underage marriages. It was an excellent bill. It needed political will. You know that we have some religious ideas about that, but no contract would be done without having an ID card. That's very basic. And this contract of marriage is an important contract in life. So ladies and gentlemen, in the end, I would thank UNICEF for coming up and holding the hand. I appreciate LDA for conceiving this and giving us the safe cities for our children, and our Chief Minister for her all support and provision of all those funds which would be a must for that. Without that, it would not happen. And DG sir, since you are there in this office, I've seen you doing good things. Green channels for motorcyclists, obviously under the able leadership of Mia Mahbub Ahmed sir, and many more things which we have been doing to this beautiful city of Lahore. I wish you all the best and all the success in all your endeavors. Thank you very much.